This is a collective reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. If you have Leo anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. I do want to wish everybody a happy full moon. The full moon this month is in the constellation of Aries. It is the harvest or the blood moon. I do like to start my readings with a quick smudge of sage here. Let me just rearrange that little bit of lopsidedness does bother me just a tad. Oh my gosh. Let's do that. That's pretty spot on. Thank you for being patient with me while I do that. We like to do have a little bit of balance, especially during this last few weeks. We've been talking about bringing balance in with the uh, fall equinox. But a quick smudge of sage to cleanse the space. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. And Leo, we were, before I got sidetracked, we were talking about that full moon and the energy of the full moon. This full moon is in the constellation of Aries, and Aries is a fiery energy, and it's about confidence, having adventures, and really focusing on our innermost desires. You know, Aries is ruled by Mars, and that is what makes their drive very unique. And since we are in the essence of that full moon, all of us, regardless of what our zodiac sign is, can expect to receive that energy. And so the full moon is a time of revealing. Light is being shown or shined on the inner recesses of your being. And you're meant, or it is designed to uh, help align us with our life's path, our life's purpose. Thank you, Deadpool. I will, you know, you are right. If you are not in about all witchcraft and things like that, maybe you should not visit the channel. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the zodiac sign of Leo. And Leo, you are in a very interesting energy this full moon. And, we were talking about things being revealed. And I think things are going to be revealed to those around you, to those that surround you. I think that those around you are really finding clarity on the benefits and the bonuses that you bring to their lives. Hey, how are you? Hugs to you too. Hugs to you too. Thank you very much for tuning in, uh, Pyra. And the foundation, the basis of your reading this evening is, oh my gosh, I'm just all over the place. I've had technical difficulties all week. And so, the foundation, the basis of this reading is the Nine of Cups. The banquet is ready, the table is set. All that is needed is for the guest to arrive. And that is backed by the nine of the Three of Hearts. And the Three of Hearts is really, this is a time of tenderness. This is the time of raw emotions. And it's time to share those thoughts, those feelings, and emotions with the guest of honor. Let's see how that plays in to the rest of your reading this week, Leo. The guest of honor. Are you the guest of honor, or is someone else the guest of honor? Let's see if we can get that figured out here for you, Leo. And in your public life, in your professional life, we start off with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, we thank you, Spirit. We have been putting other people's needs and other people's desires before our own. And because we have been doing that, we haven't been living up to our full potential. And that is followed by the Sun card. And the Sun is the happiest, warmest card in the tarot. This is a time of change. This is a time to shift, followed by the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is new ideas. It's about dreaming big. It's about dreaming big and shooting for the stars. There is no limit to what we can dream. And when there is no limit to what we dream, there is no limit to the amount of success that will come in for us. Followed by the Magician card. And the Magician card is real source, spirit, letting you know you have everything that you need in order to succeed. There's been something, a dream, a goal, um, something that you would like to do, something that you would like to achieve in your public life, but you have been putting that on the back burner. You've been putting the needs of others above your own desires. And it is time, Source is telling you, it is time to follow your dreams and to dream big. You know, Leo, you are quite the diplomat. You are quite the diplomat. And without you, what you have been working on would not succeed. A project is not going to be able to move forward without you. There are obstacles and there are logistics that only you have the abilities and only you have the skills to work out. And it's you who is going to be the one to smooth things over. It's you that are going to be able to get this operation up and going. It's you who has the ability to seal the deal, to lock this into place. I don't know if there's a sales pitch or a marketing campaign or a social media platform or a website, bringing someone bringing someone together to work on a website but you are the one that is going to be able to get this all to work, to get it to flow how it is meant to flow. You are the shining star here, Leo. And they would be lost without you. That this is, you have been sacrificing your own desires for the benefit of the whole organization. I don't know if, are you a business owner, a business partner, but you are the one that is solidifying this. And do know that your sacrifice of your own personal goals, your own personal desires, is deeply appreciated by everyone else on your team or everyone else in your group. They would be lost without you. This would not succeed without you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Leo. And Leo, in your home life, in your private life, and this would be your home, family, friends, and love, we start. Is your boyfriend a human trafficker? Um, After I'm done with this card, we will definitely ask Source and pull a card to see that. If you just hold on just a few moments, wifey, we will definitely ask the cards that question and see what the answer is. Um, in your private life, in your personal life, we start off with the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is really being on guard, really being protective of our thoughts, our feelings, our heart. And when we are taking steps or preparing to move forward, to really find balance in the past, future, and present. Followed by the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is a lot. This is a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, and a lot of thoughts. It's too much, almost to where we're lost in our thoughts. We're lost in our feelings. It's almost like chasing our tail. Is just, we're going around and around and around with our feelings, around and around and around with our emotions and our thoughts, and we're trying to come up with. Yes, I will be very happy to help you with that question. At the end of this reading, I will open it up for questions. And so it will just be a few moments, but I would like to read through these cards for the Leos that are going to be watching for the message. And then at the end of this reading, I will open it up for questions. Thank you. And so it's almost like we're chasing our tail, we're getting nowhere. The Queen of Cups, feeling isolated. There's a feeling of isolation. And the Devil card, perhaps you are dealing with a Capricorn or someone that is very driven, and someone that is so driven that they're a little bit unyielding, unforgiving. You know, Leo, you are the star this week, and your light is really shining through to those around you. And you are deeply appreciative. And they are deeply appreciative of all the little things that you do for them. People see you as selfless. And because you are being so selfless at this time, someone is going to give you a gift of appreciation. And so when you receive this gift, do not overthink it. This is a true token of appreciation There is no strings attached with this gift. Messages from Spirit. And here we have the star card. The star card represents the zodiac sign of Aquarius in the tarot. Perhaps you are dealing with an Aquarius, but the Aquarius is the great humanitarian card. It's the serving for the better good. The Hangman card, introspection, looking within. Look within. There's something from the past that is reoccurring or keeps coming up. And that's, we keep thinking about something from the past. Something from the past keeps reoccurring. The solution, the answer comes. You know the answer. You just don't like it. So you've been thinking and you've been going around and around on this, trying to find a solution, but you're wanting a different solution. You already have the answer. You already have the solution. And you're continually looking for a different answer, continually looking for a different solution instead of acting on the solution. Leo, coming up, you are going to be in a situation where you're going to feel pressure. You're going to feel pressure to do something that you feel uncomfortable with or something that you do not want to do. Only do that which you are comfortable with. Only do that which you are comfortable with. And so that is what this around and around with. And so you have the answer, you have the solution. You know what you want, you know what to do. You're just uncomfortable with taking those actions. And that's okay to take time and to learn and to grow and to process before taking action. But always trust your heart, trust your instinct. And that is your solution. Thank you. And so, wifey would like to know if their boyfriend is a human trafficker. So, I am opening up for questions. Thank you very much for being patient with me while I finished that reading for the Leo. Sometimes people don't like. Sometimes people don't like. Uh, to sit through other people's answers. And so I feel if we wait until the end of the reading, if they would like to not wait for questions and answers, they don't need to. And so, Spirit, is wifey's boyfriend a human trafficker? And let's see. You know, no, your boyfriend is not a human trafficker, but they do partake in unhealthy activity. They need to, this is the wounded soldier, and the wounded soldier needs to heal. So, quite possibly, your boyfriend may have a sex addiction and they need to heal from their sex addiction. And so they are partaking something in their sex life is unhealthy. Something in their sex life needs healing. That is what Source is saying. That sex addiction, that was my partake. but there is something in their sexual behavior that needs healing, but they are not a trafficker. Okay. And so, Pyra, what was your question? Thank you very much for waiting. I really do appreciate that. And I really do appreciate you viewing in. You have a specific question today. I would be very, yes. And so, Pyra, your question? Thank you. I thank you for being patient. Thank you for being patient. Okay. Does Simon feel about me? How does Simon feel about me? Okay. And so, how does Simon feel and will he reach out? How does Simon feel and will he reach out? How does Simon feel and will he reach out? Pyra, what's your zodiac sign? Thank you, Spirit. How does Simon feel about and will he reach Cancer? Thank you. And I do not see Simon reaching out. I do not see Simon reaching out. And so, Cancer. There we go. Let me just get one. Let me pull another card. So I do not see uh, Simon reaching out to you. And so these two cards came up. And honestly, I like these two cards for you. And so we'll play that. And so let's go back to that Three of Swords, which is heartache, which is tender feelings. And so you feel very connected with Simon, and Source is saying that he's not going to reach out to you, or that is not your person. That is not your person, and that you should leave that behind. And so here we can see that there's these 8 cups, and these 8 cups are balanced. These 8 cups do hold something, but Source, but Spirit is saying that Simon is not your person, and it's time to move on. It's time to leave behind what is no longer serving you. Source has a better person for you. There is a better person for you, another person that is meant for you. And this other person that is meant for you is showing up as the Four of Wands, which is the happily ever after. Many times when I see this card come up in a reading, Pyra, if you've watched a few of my readings, and I think that you have, many times when this Four of Wands comes up, I'll say that this is get out of jail free card. But this is telling me that your person is getting ready to come in, and that your person, your true love, your happily ever after, your marriage, your commitment, your lifelong relationship cannot come in until you leave what is no longer serving you behind. And while you may still be feeling that connection or experiencing those feelings for Simon, that's not your person. your person, source, the universe has a better person for you, but you cannot, the universe cannot bring in your person, your true love, until you leave those feelings that you're experiencing with Simon behind. And just because we've seen this card right behind that, and so let me, thank you. Let me get that Three of Swords back out so we can kind of look at this in sequence. And so we have three cards for that question. And so the first question was, we see the swords through the heart. And so those three swords are hurt feelings, are very tender heart, very tender feelings. But that's not, Simon's not for you. And then we would have the next card, which shows you moving into the mountains, moving into the great unknown, and leaving those feelings and healing from those feelings. And as soon as we heal from those feelings, there is your love, there is your marriage. Many tarot card readers, as soon as they see this Four of Wands come up, they'll say a marriage or a birth. And so, yes, I hope that that answered your question fully. Thank you. Hey, Daniel Warman. I'm not asking you or encouraging you to be a believer. Belief is something that comes from within us. If you are looking to this reading to find faith, you're not going to find it here. These readings are for people who already believe. These readings are for people who already have that connection with source. There is nothing that I or anyone else can tell you that will help you find faith, that will help you believe. That all needs to come from within. And that all needs to come from your own search. I'm sorry that you are not a believer. I do highly encourage you to continue your search with different avenues until you do find that faith, until you do find that belief. Yes, and so if maybe the Magic 8 Ball is good for you, I do highly encourage you to try a Magic 8 Ball and see if that works for you. If you don't have a Magic 8 Ball, you can always flip a coin. You can always roll the dice. There's also very good books out there. You know, we can always start with the Bible and work our way outward from there. Mhm. Well, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I hope that everyone has a blessed evening. I do try to go live at least once an evening around this time of the day. I do also encourage you to watch your pre recorded reading.